What's up, guys? Tony Ramirez here, and welcome to the garage. If you're into turning wrenches, fixing up cars, or just keeping your ride in top shape, you're in the right spot. I drop real-world tips, no fluff, just what actually works. So hit that like button, smash subscribe, and let's wrench smarter, not harder. All right, enough intro. Let's jump right in.
Hey everyone. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to clean a carburetor. Whether you're a seasoned mechanic or just starting out, maintaining your carburetor is essential for keeping your engine running smoothly. I'll walk you through the entire process step by step, from gathering the necessary tools to reassembling everything once it's clean. So, if you've been experiencing issues with your engine's performance or just want to give your carburetor a little TLC, stick around. And let's get started. How does a carburetor work? The carburetor is an auto part found on gasoline engines. Its role is to obtain an optimum air-fuel mixture for the best energy output. They are mainly found on classic cars, but also on motorcycles and gardening accessories. Carburetors are no longer found on cars produced since the early 1990s, as they have been replaced by fuel injection systems and throttle bodies. The carburetor is a mechanical part, unlike the injectors, which are electronic. Did you know that? Carburetors are only found on petrol engines and not on diesel cars. European anti-pollution standards saw the end of the carburetor in 1993. Carburetors work by means of valves and an intake manifold or pipe. A car engine works by burning a mixture of air and fuel. For this to happen, they have to be mixed in the right quantities. The carburetor's job is to mix the air and fuel in the right way to obtain the best possible explosion. When ambient air is admitted to the engine, the air filter is there to filter and purify the air collected by the carburetor to be mixed with the fuel sprayed by the jets. The carburetor is also there to manage the flow of fuel sent through the jets. The flow must be constant. Before it reaches the jets, the fuel is placed in a tank whose level must be uniform. A float controls this level. If the level drops, the float will pull and fuel will be added to the tank. If the level is too high, a hose is there to evacuate the excess fuel. How does a carburetor work? The carburetor is an auto part found on gasoline engines. Its role is to obtain an optimum air-fuel mixture for the best energy output. They are mainly found on classic cars, but also on motorcycles and gardening accessories. To adjust your carburetor, you're actually going to need to adjust the position of the float in the bowl. This will inject a precise amount of fuel for your engine to work properly. There are 2 steps to follow in order to correctly adjust your carburetor: measure current fuel quantity, adjust the float. To measure fuel quantity, you'll need a tube. Insert the first end into the hole in the tank, then the second into a container with graduations. The amount of liquid you see in your container is equal to the amount in the float chamber. Next, you'll need to disassemble your carburetor and remove the bowl. You'll see a sort of tab on the side of the float. This is what's used to adjust its position. If you pull the tab downwards, you'll get more fuel. If you pull it up, you'll get less fuel. How to clean a carburetor? If you notice the symptoms of a clogged or faulty carburetor, one solution is to give it a thorough cleaning. We explain in detail how to clean each element of your carburetor. A pitch wrench brush, gasoline, a basin wire brush. How does a carburetor work? The carburetor is an auto part found on gasoline engines. Its role is to obtain an optimum air-fuel mixture for the best energy output. They are mainly found on classic cars, but also on motorcycles and gardening accessories. Step 5. Clean the return pump, but it's not always necessary to change the carburetor. A simple cleaning may suffice to restore its proper functioning. On average, you should expect to pay between €80 and €200 to have your carburetors professionally cleaned. This price depends, of course, on the model of your car and the difficulty of accessing the carburetors. Find the best garage for your car maintenance. Carburetor operation symptoms of HS: carburetor adjustment, carburetor cleaning, remove carburetor, disassemble carburetor, clean carburetor cover parts, clean carburetor body, clean carburetor return pump, reassemble carburetor. Prices. In conclusion, cleaning a carburetor is a straightforward process that can significantly improve your engine's performance. By following the steps we've outlined, disassembling the carburetor, soaking the parts, using a brush for stubborn deposits, and reassembling everything carefully, you can ensure your carburetor functions efficiently. Regular maintenance will not only extend the life of your engine but also enhance fuel efficiency. Remember to always work in a well-ventilated area and take necessary safety precautions. Thank you for watching and happy cleaning.